So, on the previous session, we reviewed how sales reps can manually enter in discounts. And basically, if the company wants the sales reps to have full discretion on how discounts are made, because that's a part of the sales process. There are situations where some companies they may not want to have certain products decided. Certain companies they may not want to have the discount decided by the sales reps for certain products. So we do have automation in CPQ that we can predefine some discounts, and once a particular product is added to a quote, then it will automatically apply the discount. So let me show you how you would go about doing that. So there is a tab, it's another object called discount schedules. Okay. And what you're doing is you're defining from a range, it could be 1 to 10 or any range, they want to offer a particular discount. So what you would do is you would create the new record. And let's say we want to have this discount schedule on the star shaped rice balls. Okay. And so we would create this record, enter the schedule name. There are two different types of discount schedules. One is essentially saying a range. So let's say 1 to 10 is a 10%. Let's say that's a 10% discount. And let's say 11 to 20 is a 20% discount. Okay? So what if the sales reps they entered in a quantity of 15? So if you set this as range, it would pick that quantity and say, okay, 15 quantity is added on the quote. What range does that fall under? Does it fall under the first range or the second range? In that case, it falls under the second range. So they would get a 20% discount because the second range is from 10 to 20. Okay. What if they did not want to give such a big discount on that 15% quantity? They didn't want to give a 20% discount. Okay. Then you would use slab. So what that would mean is of that 15 quantity, we want to assess the discount starting at the lowest, discount. So 1 to 5, I'm sorry. So 1 to 10, that's a 10% discount. So the first 10 quantity would get the 10%. And so you have a remainder of 5 that would fall in the second tier, and that would get a 20%. So you would have to understand how the business wants to go about having their discounts, and that would determine what type of discount you want. Okay. So let me select a range in this particular example. And here you do have the option to select what type of discount. If you want to have it at a price or a percentage. Typically, if you keep it at a percentage, it keeps it easy. So when price changes, you don't have to necessarily come in here and change the discount, right? As opposed to if you had it at an amount. So in this case, let's keep it as a discount. And then here you have, well, what product does this discount schedule apply to? If it's only applying to one product, then you would go ahead and search the product. Okay, I'll show you how you would link this if it applies to more than one product. But for now, if it's being applied to one product, you would create this lookup here. Okay. All right, I'll go ahead and click save. And so we have the base record. Now we need to go into edit tiers to start defining our tier. So remember, we selected discount. So the discount field is here, okay? And this is where you would start creating your tiers. And let's add another tier. And always remember, I almost forgot myself, we always have to increase the upper bound, because if we want the first tier to be 1 to 10, the upper bound needs to be 11. And then you start at 11 for the next tier. And again, for the second tier, we want it to be from a quantity of 11 to 20. So we would do 11 to 21 in this case. And then the subsequent tier would be 21, and we can keep this blank. So anything above that, let's say, is a 30% discount. Okay. And that's all we need. We can click on save. Let's go to our actual product of star-shaped rice balls. If you go down to the product level, you see a discounting section here. So you do need to also, let's edit, and let's add the discount schedule that we just created here. Okay, and link it here, and let's click save. All right. So from there, what I would like for you to do is go to an opportunity that we haven't been working on, where we haven't set the price book to wholesale. So just pick another opportunity. And what we're going to do is create a new quote. We'll just select it as primary. And let's go to that quote. And let's click on edit lines. And so from here, you should be selected with the option to select the price book. Let's go ahead and keep it at the standard price book for this particular opportunity and quote. And then let's go to add products. And we're going to search for the product that we have added the discount tiers to. So once we select that one, okay, automatically, what you see here is we have a quantity of 1. The list price is $3, and the discount is automatically getting applied to have it at $2.70. So that discount tier that we created is getting applied. So let's take a look and edit the tiers. So as you can remember, we set from 1 to 10, it's 10%, and that's what we're getting. So let's say if we changed our quantity to, let's say, 15, let's see how this impacts our pricing. And let's do a calculate here. And as you can see, our price is $2.40. So let's just, pull out the calculator so that you could see. So the price is $3, and what we're looking to have at that 20% discount, we want to get the actual cost. And as you can see, with a 20% discount, it's $2.40. If we were to, let's say, go to the next tier of $21, and let's go ahead and click on calculate, you can see the discount has been further applied there. Okay. So another thing new that you will see on this quote line, since we've added tiers, is this icon. Okay, and when you click on this icon, this allows the sales reps to be able to see the actual tiers of the discounts. Okay, because if they're selling it, yes, it's great that the automation is automatically populating it, but this is an opportunity to say to the sales reps, hey, if you, to the person that they're selling it to say, hey, if you buy, let's say 5 more, you may get a bigger discount. So this allows them to try to sell more in order to get a bigger discount. Now, as you can see here, you cannot edit any of these fields here. You do have the option of allowing the sales reps to be able to edit the tier, and I'll show you where that is. So back on our discount schedule record here, let's click on edit. And what you'll see here is there's a field called override behavior. What does that mean? So what it means is if you select all, what you're saying to the system is that when they select this discount schedule, they can edit all tiers here. Okay. If you select current tier only, that means whatever range that this quantity fell under, then this field will be editable because this range is here. So let me just show you what that would look like. So I'll save this to current tier only. And yeah, I will have to refresh. So let me do a quick save. And let me just exit out and come back in so that you could see what we have here. And as you can see, what has changed, you only see here the tier that the representative is on because the quantity falls within this range. So they can change the discount if they wanted to change it. Okay. So let me change it back. Let me change it to all tiers and show you what that would look like. So let me cancel out. And come back in. And so once you come here now, what you're expecting is for all of the tiers to be here and displayed to the sales rep. So now, once you click on the icon, you see all 3 tiers, and you can see that the discount is editable. So let's say the rep wanted to enter in a 50% discount. They could do that technically if this is the requirement. And then you would click save. And let me show you what this actually does. So if I save my quote and I go to the related list, and then I go to the quote line, what you see here, this defines what the discount is. So it says this was within the range of tier 3. Okay, so it's just a lookup so that you can see the actual tier to the record that it's related to. Okay, and then you can also see the discount schedule that it was applied to. Okay. And one more thing I wanted to point your eyes to, this user defined. This is checked if the user has made any adjustments or edits to the discounts or the ranges. It will say this is user defined. So what you will actually have is you'll have two discount schedules in the system. One, the original one that you created, and a separate one that is these records are automatically created once the user makes any edits, so that we know which discount schedule that particular quote line is looking at. So if you look here into the system, you see two of them here. So if I open both of them, what you're expecting to see is one that is user defined and one that is not. So this is the user defined one. And this next one is not. So it's unchecked. This is our original one. So if you had a situation where you just needed this generic tier to be across multiple products, not just the star shaped rice ball, you would give it more of a generic term. And then what you would do is you would go to all of the products that needed to have this discount schedule. And what you would do is populate it. You would go to the product and then populate the discount schedule on every single product that needed to have this discount schedule. So we've covered discount schedules. In the next session, we will cover customer specific pricing.